the situation was going on.
But I mean, the stuff over towards B is cool. Again, the stuff over towards B on defense, really cool. On attack, I haven't seen anything good yet, really.
A few more match reps on this map, but this map plays
But the idea over towards B is very, very smart.
Heretics' best map. Those post-plant spam battles, the retakes on that defense side, that is the bread and butter for Team Heretics. Fnatic, Chronicle.
What is this? Full-person push over towards middle?
With it as well, Boaster by his side. Very proactive beginnings of taking mid control here. And
this is going to be weird because Miniboo's going to say, well, I've got a free sight right here. And Rians, if he gets underneath here, oh my... Whoa!
But he didn't expect it to be so close.
Whoa! Whoa! How?
What a start!
Dude, how are you meant to win against this?
First map, they're back in the bin.
How are you ever meant to win against some of the stuff we're seeing from Heretics?
Under the heel,
no joke, if they keep this up consistently, they'll win the whole tournament, because what is going on? You actually don't win against this. They're all doing it as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those days, huh?
It's gonna be one of those games, one of those days.
Miniboo's on the way, slow and steady, casting the net across the map. Fnatic can make a go of it with two, but it ain't gonna work.
Wow, man. What an absolute clip that was.
Just wrap it
it's impressive. That second kill is.
Start for Riens.
Into that site on B, 10 seconds into the round. Nobody's on B site defending that. Nobody's pushed through A. So what is Fnatic realistically doing? They have that read.
Man.
Once he's in that site, sees nothing, Miniboo, he's like, yo, they're probably pushed mid. Watch out behind you. Riens. 3 and a 4.
The first two were so sharp.
They were clean.
Well.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
crisp, clean.
Jump off map.
It's vintage.
Honestly, right now I wouldn't be against it, because the problem is this guy's gonna be getting the his ult.
With a bit of a better weapon, you could imagine he could have done some more there, just trying to get out of
danger. Like, look at this, right? Gets his orb. Let's look at all the stuff that G2 managed to avoid.
Oh, just a spam
One,
shot
two orbs at the moment.
No,
yeah, there we go.
Okay,
that is disrespectful to the game, Riot, us as viewers. Who else is it disrespectful to? Find them. Yeah, we should find them. It's disrespectful to Riot themselves, even though they put it in the game. Their parents, yeah, that's true.
So if the attackers don't have to use
Who
abilities
else?
to get into a site to close out the round, if they don't have to rebuy shield.
The problem with this one, is it was their pets.
Valuing that ultimate economy.
The problem with this one is this was worse than the G2 one because they gave them the orb and a kill before it went down. Oh, that was the issue. Did they get a plant in the end here as well? They did, right?
We're going to see a very quick hit here, and it's out in the open. Durka good for one, but you can see Wingman do his job.
God, he's under fury.
They got the plant as well. Damn, dude. That one really was bad. That one couldn't have gone much worse for Fnatic. They should have just insta-done it from the get-go. Should have done the G2. Damn, G2 are just beating Fnatic to everything, man. They beat him to the comp. They beat him to jumping off the map. They're doing everything better.
Looking at the util as well. Chronicle can set this into motion quite comfortably. Make Boo feel very pressured, which he's going to do now.
Is Fnatic just EMEA G2?
That should be a freebie, but Riens finds Chronicle. Hold on. And Ring a Rosie we go. Dancing around on the side. Boo's making them work for their dinner. So much damage. This is possible.
My god, look at the damage. It's so doable.
He has to deal with the player.
Holy hell. Nah, man, that's so sick. Dude. Did with his last thing, did he smoke him off? With his last thing, he smoked him off so he could spam it. Oh my god, it's so smart, bro. I can't. Was this their smoke? It is, right?
A little bit undefined on this map, as it is quite new. People just figuring things out, but here, just going into the round, that fast attack towards that site. Getting that Hunter's Fury off on that round 3 because he got that.
Yeah, it has to be.
4K.
No way.
Enables him, sets him up, and
that is so smart from Boo, bro.
He's almost
what was this? 2v.
Such a good player.
4?
So talented.
2v4, 2v3.
And now, well.
Oh, bro.
Fnatic, they're down on Sheriff.
That was incredibly smart, though, and kind of bad from Fnatic. I'm pretty sure in this comp you're not meant to make
They may stay on the
You're
map
meant to make sure that they can't plant here.
They have the sheriffs. They should be staying on the map. They should be looking for the kills. But again, Team Heretics has
It was
these
both
guys
to smoke. Oh boy. Well, there goes all that praise, and the smoke helped him.
They're closing there. This could be shooting fish in a barrel potentially, but if the sheriffs don't land, then it doesn't really matter. And it's Bessie.
What was Boo doing when he interacted? Was he just putting the star down on himself?
Security for himself. And they now know where the last 2 players from Fnatic reside. So a quick pivot. Already going to get the plant
There's so
down.
much going on, man. It's a full aim diff. This is what I was saying on the first map. It actually looked like they were smurfing on him. Like, it looked like we were watching a game where it's like Radiance against some kind of level that's above.
But look at this. You get a fair fight on one, which is going to then fill the gap. There's no easy
way
forward.
Even the Fnatic stuff wasn't like bad. They were just getting popped insta.
But he's just going to slip back, sit into the post plant. Yeah, they're going to toy with you. You don't get to disrupt this deeper post plant easily. He's got nothing really to be able to pressure it. So for Durka, the options are incredibly limited in the shots. Well,
yeah. Not looking clean.
That ain't it, Chief.
Drawing a little bit of a painting. Maybe he thinks he's, you know, on the forensics team. Drawing
Heretics did the Sheriff Scout as well on this round. Yeah, they're doing that thing, man. That's what I've been wanting them to do.
Bloody hell, it's okay.
It's awesome, bro.
Have one coming into effect, but
that's I know Weber watches a lot, man. That's a Weber special. Go against another eco, buy a sheriff on this one, so the scouter doesn't give him an extra gun.
They had that slow start. Alpha wasn't being able to get involved in the game. He's starting on breach on the first map.
Yeah, we've been talking about it so much that Weber's finally done it.
He's gonna get back in the game. Fnatic.
Okay, this looks like a good round though for Fnatic. We've got Viper all down. Oh my god, he's been forced out of it already. Oh, no, we missed the shot, bro. Everyone with the op misses today. Oh no, man, come on. Do give him a chance.
So much space, and the pace change into this operator works wonderfully for them.
That trip. Just the clone.
Yeah, and they take deep map control, knowing that they're going to smoke up, do the flash, because we've seen it from G2, and we know they play the same as G2, because the analyst told us they play the same as G2. It's such a disaster, bro.
They can clear through the first couple, but the backline is still difficult, and the big man himself.
But we got such good after plant. Does it matter? Can he just wins this though, right?
Getting back in, but can Boo be the problem, be the nuisance? Already looking to try and get half, and they can't block it this time. Pulled away, and the time is done.
Oh, it's too good, bro. It's too good.
That's stunning, and they can't recover it. Perfect from Heretics. They are looking in form today.
4v2 in their big buy rounds, 1v3 in their big buy rounds. Everyone did insane. Oi, come on, man, really?
Well, to make sure that the spike diffuser's not pulled all the way off, but just missed that
let me watch this back
that timing. Just when you thought, oh, it was a clean round for Team Heretics, in comes
the I mean, they hit some nice shots, but it's nice from Heretics. They do enough delay here that means that they don't have time, and you're going against an Astra and a wall that can be spammed.
1 versus 3, all he needs to do is get that gravity wall off on that spike. No diffuser, no time. Guess what? I don't even have to shoot back at you guys. I already win. But
we're back.
Insult to injury takes out Boost, trying to save that off into that next round, and that's one less piece of valuable resource.
Who confirmed they were doing G2 stuff? Anders. When he was watching the G2 game, first time they played it, he just said this is our stuff.
In this game, they look quiet. They barely look present. Boasty it to really start.
I have a clip of it. Ooh, I mean, just go to his Twitch, right? Whenever G2 played the first game.
There has been conversation.
I know because everyone came in chat saying that it's his stuff.
And that conversation looks like it's finding a conclusion. Fnatic have not looked in form here. The opponents they faced until this point, respectable, yes, but not of the caliber that the group of death provided.
He unlist the VODs, well then, rest in peace.
Of that group with their head held high. Yeah,
does it really matter? For sure it matters. You know that they're gonna smoke up, flash, TP towards the back of site for a retake. For sure matters. You know they're doing wall like this early. You know how they're playing every single time just with one VOD. You can just look at the G2 VODs. Yeah, dude, for sure. For sure.
Selling their way through.
It's not like you wouldn't look into anything big, but you would look at like macro of what's going on.
8 more rounds to close out here.
Does Boo get isolated? He doesn't have the ability to evacuate as quickly as Mini Boo can.
What's going on, bro? They have so much map control.
He's being hunted. You can see the map.
Okay, this looks good from Fnatic because what on earth the Heretics do?
This time around. Maybe off the back of the timeout, that's a conversation.
What is this?
Down, keep going. Be aggressive. Take the space. Alpha going to be seen. That should open up at least the cross for the site, and probably a plant here.
Okay. Walk over towards A. We get a guy in the cubby, and that's an ultimate rat pause. Oh my god, look at it.
Boo just waiting for Durka to try to get past this trip. Probably doesn't expect Boo to just be sitting here, waiting here, T1 Curry style.
Now the patience may pay here, and Rien's doesn't quite get the reveal he would have wanted, but he knows there's so many players behind that smoke. Mini Boo, dealt with. Chronicles.
Wait, Durka knows.
Boo now with his fight. Fnatic.
Okay, this is a nice round from them though. You got Yoru all over towards here. We're making a lot of space once they do it. Again, they had this much space at one point. They were literally inside this box, and look how big the map is. It's like what, 10%? That was cool.
Why didn't they try that before?
You know,
I tell you what's good as well. 5 people surviving, 1 armor rebuy. Got a lot of money now.
Needs to be, getting paid for that type of commentary. They've got everyone else there. What's one more into the mix? But like I said,
more of a 15%. Oh, okay, that's my bad.
The map is relatively new. Still
13.7% of the map. Okay, sorry.
Play it, mixing up Cypher versus Killjoy, the types of controllers you have, Omen versus Astra.
All right, so they can reset and make them. Well, I say reset. They can put them down to an eco if we're looking at Fnatic.
Another time here, we're seeing a second round potentially where
this is the good thing with Yoru. You can walk real heavy over towards middle and have a TP that goes like to heaven or anywhere spawn.
Heretics.
And I think on his default, is he just going to break this camera and TP out? Because Heretics do this all the time.
Put some pressure, see if he can get anywhere. But group is 4, sometimes even 5.
Yeah, okay. Good amount of resets from Fnatic.
Waiting for Fnatic to push through.
Oh, okay, and it's a whole anti based on breaking the camera and trying to kill Benji as he's here. But now they just gave him a body to use his howl.
That's going to take the wind out.
It was a nice idea though. The whole plan is great. Benji's just a beast.
That's gutting.
Boo is all the way in B site right now, so this is the
flashed himself. Yeah, that didn't help.
Alpha. Do you realize where Boo is? Are you going to run out right into his crosshair?
Yeah, but it's Alpha. The man reads it well. A good read on the game, but one
a
was
great trade, man. Benji's doing everything.
2 would have been maybe enough to tilt the scales, but it's hindered progress. Heretics now slowing down a touch. 35 seconds though.
1 HP.
Bloody hell, the shots. Yeah, the ult coming out from Woot there, clearing the space. 30 seconds left. Not going to be recalled, actually chasing down towards stairs, but the plant's in now. No denial on that.
Yeah, and they don't have the Yoru for the retake, nice. So it becomes a little bit harder.
It's Boasted to take the first couple of brave steps forward. Nice fight, needs more, 2 more potentially. Gets
great.
He's made it doable.
Yeah, he did really good, man.
1v1 up against Mini Boo. And Mini Boo just toying with him, playing with him.
Nice, bro. Okay, insta reset of the money. Fnatic are okay to buy this one, but this next round is giant. Dude, if they lose this, they got nothing, man. Absolutely nothing.
Team Heretics holding their ground at the start of the round, waiting for Fnatic to start pushing up and get into their faces. Here at the start of the round, Durka getting himself with that flash. Benji winning that fight, gets that hat off, gets the information. Boo's already slipped the gap. He's in B site, calls the team over. Fnatic running out of just places that they can start pushing. Where's next? A? At some point, we need to see a site hold coming in for the side of Fnatic and playing that retake. That's how they won the previous round, right?
Yeah.
The only round posted up was a full 5-man retake, getting all the kills within a span of 5 seconds. Every other round, Fnatic's been pushing.
Benji's drawing so much attention
we got
in the middle as well.
we got a lot of low money. I mean, they might be at, well, there they wouldn't. The straight up eco.
The connector, but putting question marks on the map, keeping 3 players in response. Now they lean back in towards A.
Mid cool strat.
He's gonna get the drone.
No way, dude. He just walked in through A up towards heaven as they're drone in middle. There's so much emphasis on trying to push over towards middle and break the camera that they're just getting wrecked on sites.
They're making mistakes here.
No way. This is their buy round. That means they have to eco and then Boo's lurking on him.
Bye-bye, Boo! The positioning.
Dude, it's such a slaughter.
Oh, no, just the weapon.
Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye.
Ah, damn.
Nice to see.
This was meant to be such a close game.
And Boaster's got nothing to do here. If anything, it's time to talk
It's such a masterclass.
Because this is not good enough. At this point, you're in champs. There are no easy games. There are no easy opponents. That's the simplicity of it all. But they are floundering here, Josh. They have not got a grip on this game by any means.
Boaster last game caught saying, boys, it's so simple, just listen.
Oh, it doesn't even keep the gun. Now they got an eco.
In the previous matches, well, we saw them not playing their best against Crew. In that group stage coming into this match, they weren't playing their best, but they were playing still at that stage way better than they are here. Right now, it's just like they're non-existent. They need to find some sort of footing. Back to Sheriffs again here, Team Heretics.
In the building.
Don't know what that means, but
Rienz is in the building.
He's in the house.
And they look so good doing it. I can't stress enough.
They look incredible. And then now they're gonna push over towards A, and we got one person waiting.
There hasn't been a fight back.
Here comes the
and he has a headshot angle which he late peeks from. Okay, this is nice though. This is a gun down. So what do we do? Because we can easily get this gun. We get a smoke on top to make sure that it's clear. No, the gun fell off. He's at the back, so the gun falls off against ecos. Oh, they're too smart. I can't. They're too smart. Okay, chat. Heretics. Let's just talk. Let's just talk a little bit against how they're playing against ecos. Okay, we're gonna be focusing on the 4th round where they had a few people that died. So one of them buys a sheriff. He holds over towards A, and they're treating it like a 2nd round where you're scouting out, and if you're using yourself as a human drone, right? So if you go down there and you have a sheriff upgrade instead of like an actual gun, we go down to this one. They know they're playing against eco again. They hold a guy this time with a gun, but he's on here. So if he does get traded or fall off, the gun drops off. Like I can't even, man. They're gonna win the eco, but impressive still. It's cool, man. They thought of everything.
But 5 from here. That's a lot to ask.
Okay, and this is a good round though. We get a lot of upgrades. Even though I love this, like everything's so smart.
This feels like a death rattle. This doesn't feel something you can replicate.
There is a way for Fnatic to crawl back here. Part of it, I believe, is getting that AWP up and trying to be ahead of wherever Team Heretics does choose to go. Getting that first pick off is so vital and important for these guys.
The second thing it's 7-1. There's 4 people alive that can pick up a gun. I'd be fine for 3 ults going down in the 4v1. You need anything, dude. I'd be fine with everything, bro. If you can use an ult here and keep even just one extra person alive, that means you can keep an extra gun. That's everything.
To rely on a crutch. 2 to 7, still recoverable if you're Team Fnatic.
They need anything, man. They just need some confidence. And the guns here, like this really helps them. You're questioning like the potential of this over one ult to secure it. Like look how good the money is. They can now buy for the rest of the half. There's potentially 5 rounds.
But he's with a pack this time, playing towards the A site. Alpha, the one who has to deal with.
Yeah, and they've done a whole plan about taking middle. And look at this guy, bro.
And they're so distracted by
I like this though. That they're mixing it up because as soon as it's just so. I'm so impressed with this team right now. As soon as Benji realizes that they're wrecking a lot of his stuff, we now have just an extra person in terms of the Astra lurking. And they got to deal with him. And the after plant's so good. Off the tap, they can just use Astra Suck again. Wait, are we blocking this? We're blocking it.
Wait, he's still there. He's still defusing. Gets off, Benji. I told you this guy can clutch. Oh, and he's still doing it.
Holy, the shots are insane. It was a nice try from Fnatic. They nearly pulled off the successful like block of the Astra Suck here.
3 still alive. And they just have
great shots from Benji.
You know, coming into this, we were talking about how Team Heretics, if they want to close it out...
Bro, they have a cage. They can see over the top. I can't. I can't, bro. This team is so impressive right now. Hey, chat, you lot seeing this? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind at how good they are.
But does that classify as standing up? Was he given it?
Why did I not pick this team to win the event? Look at what's going on.
Let's see how the round goes. Then we can determine.
True, okay.
For now, it is an ult towards B, divide over towards A, and Heretics gonna go for a pretty standard approach. It's Durka who's still trying to stand and fight. He's just facing down Wingman. Might want to deny that,
they've used the strat before. This is anti. Yeah, they tried to recycle a strat. And Fnatic had anti. This is the thing. Fnatic are doing good anti on some of these rounds, and it's 8-2.
2 players, Benji and Boot.
Whoa.
That was a little dangerous. But the numbers finally.
He's gonna go right into the smoke as soon as this pops.
All the timing.
Still, man, when Still gets excited, it's so funny.
Always a chance 2 players on towards CT. Do they expect him so nearby? And it was just Boaster offering
Not
up his
another
life
one.
for
This
the
one should be
trade if
impossible.
necessary.
58? Okay,
And
thank you.
dealt with. Fnatic
Nice anti
give
from
themselves a
Fnatic.
very
Heretics
small
did this one
window
before.
now,
It's
3
the
rounds at least.
all over towards site with Wingman planting over towards here, and you play heavy after plant. So they had good things of just being able to use the space that the ult actually gives you over towards back of site. Plays in the smoke. Yeah, just knowing that they can kill one, they can kill Wingman, spike down. So good. Nice, nice prep from Fnatic to get this round. This is one of, for me, Nerd and Outwise, this is one of the best maps I've ever seen. There's so much stuff going down, whether it's anti, whether it's new stuff. It's awesome.
They did lose the round after standing up, so
that is true. So maybe he was given it.
Maybe.
Keep seated.
Oh, Durka. You're a brave boy.
Recon goes deep as well, so they know that people are in this area. So flash, if the recon gets, recon doesn't hit, you go to the angle. If the recon hits, you flash, take the angle.
Smoke and the Al drone can at least deny a quick springboard back, but look at middle. Look at the pace that Heretics are taking the space from this. Durka better be ready, and he is! Everywhere on the map, hard to miss, but a good trade for Benji. Chronicle tries to control
look at the
towards Heaven.
trades.
He's going to do a fair job at it. Finally seeing a bit of a fight between these guys.
And Rians needs to try and play smart because he's got his ult. He would love to do this right now, right? But
there's no stopping little bro here in Rians.
Yeah, and this is good from Fnatic as well. They have a good understanding that he has his ult. That he can be over here because he has to be here because we've been holding this the whole time. Yeah, and then he gets out of there, and now they have Astra suck, and they got Sova ult.
So many tools at their disposal to run through. Tap on the spike, there it is, going to draw this out.
Yeah, and they Sova ult before as well.
I think it might. Well, at least for a tag there, Durka going to get himself out of danger. And now it's time for the defuse. They need at least half here. But Hero dragged away. Again, running through the util just perfectly. There's nothing more to be done.
It's so well played. I
can't.
It's one of the most impressive halves I've seen.
Chances held at 3.
Team Heretics doing a great job, and now they get to go onto their strong side defense. They get to show Fnatic how you play this map.
9 rounds to their name. This has been a masterclass. Don't miss the second half.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Heretics the best Abyss comp. I mean, again, DRX have a really strong Abyss. I said I liked Heretics' Abyss. I think I like it way more now. This is the best one I've seen. We'll see what Fnatic have on attack. I didn't like their B wall. I strongly think if they go for an A wall here, they can have a better chance. How did G2 lose? They got outclassed as well. Icebox is really good, man. You should watch Icebox. And then second map, Lev just wrecked them a little bit. But Icebox was an awesome map. Some of the best Val you've witnessed. This is a very high level game, and I know Fnatic are getting stomped. But if I just take out the aim jaws, which Heretics are heavily winning at the moment, the prep and the rounds that both of these teams are bringing to the table is awesome. This is one of my favorite maps so far that I've watched.
9-3, and to add to that, map 1, only 3 rounds gained by
We are destined Fnatic G2. Yeah, I said that in my pick'ems, man. I just didn't think it would be lower bracket.
They want this clean. They want this done. They don't want to give Fnatic many chances, and by the signs of that first half, they didn't.
Fnatic, been here before. Said it last map as well on Lotus. Gotta get that pistol round or that gap is gonna get bigger and bigger. Team Heretics in full control. Got to go onto that defense side of the map. They got Benji back on Cypher duty.
You can't separate aim jaws from prep, they go hand in hand. Oh no, you literally can, bro. You can have good prep and then lose every single duel, and that's the reason why you lost.
We're on the cusp, the verge of going on to that next round in the playoffs here.
Like the whole game is
Stay
one thing
composed,
for sure, but
stay
you can definitely
mentally
look at different
involved with
aspects.
The game, let Fnatic mess up. They've been doing so much overextension throughout the entire first half.
Get shot, you die. Yeah, exactly that. Have the best
Team
prep ever.
Heretics, all they
Again,
have to do is
like they're both prepping insane. I'm not doing it as like a dig to Heretics.
This
is probably the most I've ever glazed a team ever. Like it's ridiculous.
Right.
The stuff I'm seeing is insane.
Mid, right up the
but I'm just saying that Fnatic also have good anti. They're just getting aim-jawed.
As well. Where the hell does that go?
Mosh set up for the B plant spot.
What is this? What is that ratty little
This goes here.
Oh, okay. That's
it goes on top.
I mean, it forces Rienz into a little bit of an uncomfortable position. It actually
cool.
pushed him a little bit further in towards Alpha, but Fnatic got the plant anyway. I mean, a nice idea conceptually.
Yeah, it was a nice idea.
Didn't quite get what they wanted out of it.
Marathon run up, yeah, it's like javelin.
You ever forget food on the grill? That was overcooked. Maybe so was that Chuck. Sorry.
That was awful.
Well,
yeah, he bought that one out at Champs.
Durka, where have you been? Nice to see you finally waking up.
Oh.
Well, put back to bed.
Yeah, that's our fault.
Now. 1v3? Probably not. Probably not.
All right, give us a game, man. Give us a game. Make this one of the best maps we've seen. It has potential.
It's a very long road. Very, very long.
Long road, icy road.
Yep.
With no guardrails to prevent you from falling off a cliff as well. So, Team Heretics still in a very comfortable lead. Pistol round, not the worst case. They weren't even looking super strong on their defense pistol round in that first map of Lotus, ending up winning in that 2 versus 4.
Heretics jump? Nah,
so
I don't
right
think so.
now,
I think they'll have some
round here, make it expensive
pre-planned round that they want to do.
Lock down for that first gun round.
It doesn't work as well against Fnatic, just purely because they do this also. Like the reason it worked very well in the game before this is because Lev don't heavy prioritize the rifles as much as Fnatic. Like the Lev game, the reason that the Lothar thing doesn't really work is because in the situation, it was so worth doing for G2. It's not as impactful here because they would get 5 guns. The bonus round would be just as good.
They are in the right place, and that's
you would still deny the orbs and everything.
And he's dealt with. Quick pick up from Durka. Okay, carving out a little bit of security. Like to be able to get a plant here, but they're still very nearby. Got to be careful. Both are the ones to try and take at least the strain in this to play across on the angle. Nicely done, Fnatic.
Probably should have jumped off in hindsight, but that is hindsight.
Boo not really left with many options here.
Spike planted.
Not many options for Boo here.
Yeah, here he goes.
The amount of damage, or finds the best place that he wants to go for a little bit of sightseeing.
Right there.
Also, he's taking this time to mostly talk to the team as well.
Yep, that French timeout that you talked about.
Yeah, just literally 3 other people in the world know what I mean when I say French timeout, you know.
Well,
certainly
I am one of them, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, and there it is.
Using that extra time in the round just to talk about what's going on, just squeezing out those extra 20, 30 seconds to be able to make a plan about what you want to do.
Okay, yeah, he gets his ult from this because they get orbs.
And then let the round expire. Then you get to go in. You don't have to burn a timeout. Pretty sure Team Heretics still has both their timeouts if they need to burn them. They have them. And some shots that Fnatic's hitting again. We haven't seen that from them in the first half. That's kind of where they went silent. It wasn't necessarily about like tactically, but it was in terms of
okay.
they weren't hitting the
Big
shots.
buy round.
If they're able to start finding that form again, maybe they have a chance against Team Heretics in this map. It's a little bit of a comeback, and double bounce Chalkies, trying to locate any Cypher trips, Dart, just to get some information on an aggressive push here, but Boo escaping
trips on
with
there, but it's nice
and
for the trip that is there.
Gun shots from Fnatic. That's at least 3 players spotted in that position. Team Heretics not budging off that, though.
Interesting that Fnatic maybe agree with what I was saying and they changed their wall. G2 changed up their wall a couple of times as well, so I think people are on board that the original wall they were doing isn't the best.
This sort of style on Lotus, and the thing that kind of worked against them was that they spent so much time trying to work the map.
Again, I think the A1 is for sure the one, but
once they went for that site hit, they didn't have enough time and resources to be able to break through, get that spike planted.
Cutting through.
I worry for them that it's going to happen again. Alpha trying to work his way
We're
up middle. Durka as well,
pretty low on time right now, and yeah, if you watch the G2 game, I said the teams are liking to do this, where you go over towards middle with the ult, but then you end up B.
There's still going to be Chronicle there with the out drone. Shock Dart might have been enough to indicate they know his position, but still, he's rewarded. That forward position is perfect. And yeah, he's going to be revealed. They know where he is, but Fnatic can't close the gap.
It's hard to get through this choke, man. We've got double trips.
Players posted on this site, and Miniboo still being one of them. Oh, presented
whoa, he got the FUD.
Bringing them
what a
down
god.
into size. 2 now left, Hero and Durka, the 2 top-end players for Fnatic, at least in this map.
Yeah, and this guy wants to use his shocks, but this guy's dueling.
Oh, that was so close. But the plant is in. Time now. That was massive from Rienz. Now it's all on Hero, a 1v3.
Damn, dude.
Dizzy dealt with.
Damn.
How does he try and position himself here to isolate fights?
Did we see him at the last second there?
No, I don't think so.
It's hard to tell, but he's going to reposition anyway. Wall about to drop. And he's missing them by seconds.
Wait, this is the type of round here again.
This is a real chance. It's not clean,
it's doable.
but it might just be enough. And now the 1v1, switching it out. And the time on his side, Boo trying to just go around, ring a rosy, but Hero playing it so much better. Playing to the time.
He played this so well. What a 1v3 from him. Man, some of these rounds are great. He did great here.
We look at Heretics. We talk Benji.
This guy clutches like crazy.
About Hero.
How could we?
Once I saw that the time was getting low, Woot was repositioning, and I'm like,
this could be.
I've seen this before.
No, he does this on the regular.
It's
pretty impressive.
And he does it so frequently. You can never count him out. Once the time starts ticking low, he is so good with playing his positioning, dancing around the boxes and whatever obstacles that are in his way.
It's a lifeline. And Miniboo, though, you saw the damage he was able to inflict, but Durka
good flash, man. Good flash. They were on top of this.
A couple of these aggressive fights in middle. This was with Sheriffs, but it was supplemented by the ult from Miniboo, so there was a little bit more of an investment behind it. Benji,
oh my god.
Shots back to back, making this
some of the shots, dude, I'm telling you.
But at least in the realms of reality, Boo would have to... I feel like if he maybe found Chronicle, sure, does get an upgrade.
Look, there's a number of players in the server right now where I would give it to them. I don't know if Boo would be one of them.
No, I wouldn't say, you know, as you said, if it was, you know, Benji out there or even Rienz in this map specifically, he's been very strong. But Boo, going to give it a damn good go. But again, you look at the util as well. Chronicle still got his, Hero's got his, Alpha can litter the site. It's a very hard position to be in, and may have just been seen on that, not certain. He's actually been given a little bit of a window to work in.
Nicely handled.
Too much util in that post plant.
This was great from Fnatic though. Like the flash over towards middle was awesome.
That's 7-9 now.
The gap closes. We're seeing that lockdown on the side.
Yeah, dude, Fnatic are doing awesome, man. They got a really good attack so far.
One more in the
love that they changed the wall up towards B. It's helping a lot.
Round by round, Fnatic is crawling back.
Remember map 1? It was when we had those couple of 3 big rounds from Fnatic. They looked good, like they had maybe a bit of a read on Heretics.
Yep.
Damn, he looks like a villain.
It was such a good replay. Oh no, my guy.
You saw what happens when Heretics stood
up. Why has he done that?
You saw what happened.
You lost every single round after you did this.
Just stretching his legs, you know. Tall guy. He's got a...
don't want the, blood in the calves. We've seen Fnatic, they do the exercises frequently. We're not seeing any movement out here.
Oh my god, please. But why does it feel like this is... I feel like it's map 1 and I'm horrified.
Did he just get a... Does he just get a ninja quote in there?
God.
That's great.
Because they've closed the gap to a respectable scoreline. I mean, converting the bonus is big, and then the last round was fantastic.
What happened? Last time they stood up, they lost 9 rounds in a row. So that's what happened.
It doesn't feel safe though, Josh. When I'm watching how Fnatic are playing, it's still very much.
Was it 9?
I feel like
was it more? Might have been more. Might have been 10.
This half yet.
Yep.
But we have a new look coming out here. That operator is in
15
play.
if we include this map.
There are a couple things that I look at here.
There we go. Let's add some more
as you highlight, is one of them. We haven't seen that yet from the side of Team Heretics. We've seen aggressive angles from.
It's a good timeout, obviously, for the money. We've got a real money diff at the moment. Fnatic are in a really nice spot.
Trying to figure out what's going on. That's
even with the 7-9.
Maybe utilize middle before ending towards B. That's been the game plan. Chronicle with the shocks. Looking for any Benji trips here. But ahead of the dart.
Okay.
Does it scan? Boaster, smokes, down. It's all on Hero's wall now. That's the only piece of util to get them past the next op sight lines right now. Op stays towards A. Fnatic,
and we got the camera that is like low here, but they use this all the time, so they should know this. And you have to get to like this angle to see that. Yeah, there we go.
It's going to be tough to get in here.
Yeah, they do this all the time. The thing is, it's such nice early info that obviously you can get the rotate on a map that takes a long time to rotate. Got to keep an eye out for his Boo is melting everyone. Oh, bro, great round after the timeout. Holy hell.
I can't believe you've cursed it like this, Chronicle.
Damn, bro, really? We got one armor rebuy, that's it. I mean, Benji should keep his armor.
Why has he gone and stood up there?
Why has he gone and done this?
Yeah, why is he standing up, bro? It takes some confidence to do that after what's going on. He definitely doesn't believe in any kind of curses.
They so diligently
probably needs to watch the stream a little bit, man.
Exactly what's going on.
Cursing out here every minute.
Mid-round call here, but because they do the same sort of timings on their openings, they know, okay, Chronicle's going to do the start. It's going to take this much time to get here. It's going to scan only this. If you in this moment slip the gap, get behind this tall box, it's not going to scan you. They're not going to expect you. Pick off Boaster, funnel them into B, and it's all over for them.
Killjoy, it gives you a lot of room here still.
Make it a little bit more uncomfortable, I guess, for Benji, who's going to take the trip.
We got some mollies to, I guess, spam this area.
And this isn't an easy
I love this pause, man. This pause when you crouch down is awesome.
I mean, trying to go in
Shout out to Benji, good trade. Can he get to safety? Yes, he can. And they got the cage to make sure they can flood over towards the site. No. With the spike as well. Oh, no, man. On your round where you have to eco after.
Stood so Hero could fall. Oh, no.
It's such a bad time to do it.
God, do I have to look?
Oh man, the standing up, the curse is so real.
Get a timeout. Do you have one?
Don't do another timeout. He's gonna stand up again.
List of players that I would think would fall off the map accidentally.
He's gonna double down.
He's not. It's crazy the power of that curse.
Oh. Spike down B.
Yeah, see this spot as well. So they had a plan for the Killjoy ult, which is. Oh, did he hit the wall?
Through the smoke, clips the corner,
yeah,
reminiscent of Boaster in that 1v3 on Haven.
Like father, like son. How cute.
Honestly, at least he can laugh it off and smile instantly. Yeah, this pause is awesome, man. Especially when you smoke over towards here, you don't have to worry about this angle. You can crouch, and then you take the timing of the duel, because obviously you're swinging out here, and they think that it's cleared because you're not standing up, you're crouched. There's the vision block of this. It's really cool, man.
Sova ulti, Yoru ulti.
Oh, this is nice. We got a late Sova recon that lands as you drone.
It looks like Heretics going to respect this enough. I'm waiting to see if Boo does rescind from the site.
Yeah, and it's a bounce up one that hits the roof that scans all of this. It's
Chronicle trying to clear the site, make sure no one's
sight
lingering around, and no one is. Should be safe to plant, but the spike is pretty far away here, so Fnatic are going to have to hold this down for quite some time.
Chronicle had the spike there, so as he's Hunter's Fury, he can't plant it. Now here comes the counter Hunter's Fury. No push in with it, just to stall the plant. Durka still has his ultimate.
Okay, but Boo has his ult, so they need to play on site.
Divide. Fnatic have to play ahead of this. They have to.
What's the plan?
Ooh.
They're backing out.
They're trying to evacuate. Durka.
Wait, what a nuts round.
What do we do with this one?
He was trying to catch the Astros in ult.
This is madness. The map drawn in a whole
Dude, everyone's jumping over. Dude, look at the mini map. There's like 5 different duels at the same time.
The last one alive in a 1v3. Tries to go for one and he can't find it. There's life
okay,
in them
nicely
yet.
done from Fnatic. That was pure mayhem.
You could see though.
You gotta feel sorry for the observer there, bro. It was all in 1 second.
Hunter's Fury on that position there is because the Boo Benji combo over towards that site. You have the high-low, one on the rafters, one on the floor. There's so much just power in that position. They're just getting these 2K entries. Boo, headshot.
Wait, what?
I didn't even see that at the time.
Yeah, Chronicle. I mean, when we get to see him on Sova, he gets a little bit in there, huh?
Yeah.
Got that mental block on Viper a little bit.
Feels like
but still, these slow plays from Fnatic, they're working a little bit right now, but I fear that they're too committed to doing these super slow, set, execute plays. It's very telegraphed, and Team Heretics is getting ahead of it a lot of these cases. The ultimate's changing the tide of things, making it a little bit chaotic with that Astra Wall coming up. Chronicle getting through, slipping a timing, catching a couple players in the back. Right now, Fnatic, 30 seconds ticked off the clock.
Yeah, Heretics are pretty good money now.
Space at the moment. They start their inch.
Oh, I like this deep
up
trip.
Towards middle, trying to steal the space. Just as
I like the
and a drone to
again their info stuff over towards like this is nice. They got early info here with the trip or camera that they do. They're like getting early info here. They're very aware that it's just a big map and they got a lot of stuff for it to make sure they can have 3 people on the right site. Speaking of people on the right side, these 2 on B are in real trouble.
Play from Boo, and the timing, it wasn't right. A valiant attempt, but it just falls to pieces. But Benji can only do so much.
This was a great round from Fnatic, by the way.
A little dangerous, sure, but still. Looking for the plant. They're going to get that. The backline addressed.
This map is absolutely stacked.
Finding their rhythm now, finding a little bit of form. These last 2 players, you're looking for a save, potentially.
It's been... There's so much good stuff going down.
Gap closes. It'll be a 2-round difference here. Team Heretics still so close.
Do we see a timeout from Heretics, maybe?
Yeah, just to make Alpha stand up so you can get some more rounds.
They called their first one just a few rounds ago, round 17.
Keeper.
Maybe they play one round before they decide to burn it. Whenever either the IGL or the coach feels like there's some necessary input needed. So if you're in an IGL and you're in that flow state, you might be thinking, okay, like I have a pretty good idea of what's going on, blah, 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 let's do this. Coach might have something else, a third perspective that might see something that the coach doesn't see, that the players don't see, that's not being communicated properly throughout the entire team. Hey, like, this is happening. You see this. You got to call this. This is how you guys can make a solution for it. Yeah. So that would be where the coaches come in and
doesn't look like there's one.
Timeout here.
Doesn't seem like it so far.
Yeah, the reaction here from Heretics is I don't even know what you're meant to do there. They were both like stuck in the smoke, basically.
Some big impact here, but Heretics feel as though they have enough. A little bit of a buffer.
Okay, no timeout from Heretics, and they might have liked the call that Boo made.
This is knife's edge stuff, and traditionally we see them pressuring A main early. This time it
We've got Mini Boo, no armor. Eco if they lose it, so it would be 11-11.
Pretty much ailing them this entire time. That Fnatic have been taking that mid pressure, and they've been dealing with it well. They've been
I think this makes a lot of sense. So, and the good thing about this as well, if you call a timeout and you want to punish over towards middle, it's so obvious you're talking about middle, because when you have early info here, like they had, like they kind of have to go middle. So the punish over towards middle here makes a lot of sense. So I'm imagining that the coaches heard the call and they were like, yep, that's what we wanted to do. We needed to shut down this bit of map control.
To catch them. Otherwise, Minibu, as soon as that smoke clears, he's got an angle. But right now, Fnatic doesn't even look like they want to move up middle. They're just using it to cross between A and B.
Did he?
Here.
They might have seen
yeah, he did. He did. Pings come out.
Sure. I want to see how they responded. It looks like they're bringing
Pings come out, so they know that they're going over towards B early. Because of that, we get a drone over towards A that clears the question mark over towards A, so that Sova can rotate to give middle as well, and then we're going to have 3 people heavy sight. Damn, it's so crazy how such a small thing like that changes this round.
He's feeling brave enough to try it, and this is outrageous from Benji.
Oh, the jump through is everything.
Away. There was a second he could have worked with, but Dirk is doing the damage.
Damn, did Dirk eat the wingman stun and get a kill as well? Yeah, this was nice. Even with the early info, Heretics struggled to hold sight.
Heretics being outdone on this side, being held.
Shout out to Durka, man. Durka's out here jumping through smokes and walls and getting kills.
This is the moment where the coaches have to chime in and say something. Hey, right now, what is Fnatic actually doing? Well, we're seeing them go slow. They wait for that initial opening. They use that dart and the shocks to clear out whatever close trips there are. Util dump. To get away.
I was going to say, are we getting out of there?
Can Boo retrieve this, though? He has a star. He can pop a smoke. Not scan there, but they know he's going to be close. He's going to be trying to retrieve this or protect it.
He is getting cut off from every single angle.
So definitely
and definitely a timeout's coming in here.
I don't even know if they can put a buy together. Maybe Minibu is able to get his ultimate. I wasn't paying attention exactly to the ultimate.
For the love of God, no jinx. Bro, tell that to Alpha, man, because this guy's about to stand up right here.
Economy to purchase an op, but yes, here comes the timeout. You need to talk about what's actually happening here, because right now, what Heretics is trying to do is they're playing the same way. But Fnatic is showing the same start. And a few rounds ago, I was talking about how Fnatic's doing the same stuff. It's a little bit telegraphed because they're relying heavily on their set plays. And it wasn't working when Benji and Boo kind of had that high-low setup towards the right side of that B site on the cliff side of the map, basically.
Come on.
but it hasn't worked in a few rounds now. They've been split up, spread apart. One of the rounds was Fnatic using middle and coming in from the sidelines as well, but everything has been Benji kind of out of position,
sitting down. They might be alright.
A lot of things happening. Same thing
they might be alright.
One round, he jumps across that cliff trying to get ahead of the split, and this is what Fnatic's winning with right now. It's telegraphed, but it's working because it's dealing with every single position perfectly. And right now, Heretics is playing kind of like a standard, like the same setup that they are. They need to either figure out if they want to fully commit in and get in the faces of Fnatic, or if they want to chill back, say, okay, we know what's going to come in, and we're going to sit back, we're going to let you do it, and we're going to go and do our bread and butter. We play our retake because that's what we're known for. We've got a Thrash to lean on a little bit here, but looks like it's going to be a very low investment.
So budgeting so far, they've always been doing this.
So right here,
and in their previous demo, I'm pretty sure they always did this as well. So Fnatic would be a great chance to do a mix-up, and you could easily just go for middle, but go A with it if they wanted to. So we'll keep an eye on this.
Before Fnatic decide to end.
A chance for Pandemonium, though. They can take risks. They can try and get in their faces.
Standing ahead.
Now one Vandal with Riens, the Bulldog with Boot, Guardian with Woot.
This is more attacker-sided. It's just such a big map that, yeah, it feels like that.
Approach. You look and see if they kind of meet.
Again, it's very early, but it's heavy leaning to it.
If they do decide to pressure middle further, that Vandal would be in the right place. Whether or not it finds its value, yet to be seen.
If Benji can somehow stay alive when his teammates go for the retake and he gets a
what are we doing?
Throw his hat on, that success rate that he has when he's
it's going to be what I said, right? They're going to make it look like it's the Yoru B, but it's actually an A. Yeah, and this is where the anti from Heretics kind of backfires. There's 4 people over towards us waiting for the B hit. And it's an A hit. And not again, bro.
I mean, the pressure is certainly there. Boo's now feeling a little bit panicked here. There was pressure coming through towards A. Fnatic need to make up for this one. Already down a man. Hero going to be feeling pretty rough about that.
Official
now.
Is
there. Time for the chaos to begin. A big ult on Woot, if they feel like they've got the opportunity to use it, could clear through this site. But do they dare? There it is, gonna start going through. Durka deals with it instantly, tries to reset the aim quickly. So many targets, so little time. The Dizzy gets dealt with. Chronicle, the one to save him from Miniboo. Next up was Poster, falls. Chronicle though, so much impact, digging deep here. There's only so much they can do as Durka, the last one alive. Can he try and save the day here?
I got the smoke.
Mistake made earlier. It wasn't even his fault. It was all
holy man. Holy. Okay, Durka just bailed out Hero. And it kind of paid off a little bit because they used an ult that maybe they weren't going to use in the first place. Yeah, if I'm Hero, I'm thanking Durka for that one because what went on here.
Football, sorry, soccer, right? For the North American fans, there
not
are
again.
Because we're watching
every single time the smoke.
You've been goalie, you let that ball slip right between your feet. That's what happened to Hero here.
Oh, bless him. And again, this does play in. He is a young player. He is the stand-in. I mean, last time these two teams faced, Leo was in the roster.
What are the scores at the moment? I feel like Durka's doing great.
Durka stands tall. He'll make up for those mistakes. He'll hold this team safe, but this was what the timeout would have been for. Heretics need to be in here with a game plan. They've been held on 11. They wanted this one done. They absolutely decimated the map 1, but map 2, Fnatic right at the door now.
Middle control again for Fnatic here. Trying to put some pressure. Disarm that Team Heretics defense. Make them stress. But a change-up. We're seeing Boo towards A this time. He's holding that pixel crack.
One's a little bit
he's been over towards B with Benji, but
risky. So every time they got to kind of default at least to like this area to make sure there's no camera aggro.
Off because he has the potential to get away.
We've been mixing up the cameras a little bit. Benji, ever since like this one's been getting shot all the time.
Has his Hunter's Fury, and that dart is off cooldown now. So we're
there's
going
a chance this trip wrecks someone.
Into play here. 40 seconds though.
Oh, we're going to be going late on this one, 3-person. Okay, it's a lot down to this mid hold, and they're going to get early info that they're coming mid because of the trip. These two, if these two react properly and kill these guys...
I thought he fell off, I thought he fell off. Don't, I mean, we've been seeing it already, but here comes the hit, and it's going to be so well crafted. Down to a T, Chronicle removes Woot.
Whoa, Chronicle got both of the guys that were meant to kill middle. No way.
Wait,
Oh, Riens nearly dashed off.
This is such a precarious position. For 50 15 seconds, they don't have a plant. And Miniboo is still here. He could haunt their nightmares at this point, but no! He gets cleared out.
This map.
Durka finding form when it matters. And now Rien's, he was a heavy hitter first half, but now he's in his grave, leaving just Boo alive in a 1v4. And it looks like Fnatic,
bro, what a map this has been. It's been insane.
Resurrected themselves here after what looked like an absolute disaster. But there's still a chance. But Boo now spotted. His options limited, and now they're none. It's 12 to Fnatic.
One chance for Fnatic.
Still held on 11.
Awesome from them.
We saw a similar sort of start from Fnatic against Brew, where they were really slowing
Dude,
down.
what a time to get a double with the ult here.
Have they fully reset? Where are they going to go with it?
Yeah, and those were the two guys that were meant to deal with the middle people.
It's the same thing.
They got some really nice strats at the moment. Like Fnatic are using mid more than we've seen most teams use middle.
Potentially jinxing it by standing up again.
One more round.
One more round. Team Heretics. You want to do this in 3 maps?
Bro can't stay in his seat.
You want to bring it to OT and do it in 2.
And it's a scramble at the start, but no one fully drawing blood. Just a show of force and they back away.
I like this change
Same
up.
opening from Fnatic that we've seen so many times.
A camera that can spot
Slow,
this, a camera that can spot
diligent.
this, and
Find
I
out
don't know
what's
how
going
much
on,
it sees of
pivot.
this, but okay,
Team
and it
Heretics
sees
pushed
door as
out
well. Yeah,
a little
it's
bit.
a great
Boo.
change
Still
up.
defend B,
And
but
Fnatic
Benji's in a
again
little
probably
bit
been
of a
using
different
mid the
position
most I've seen
than
out of
he's
any
usually been in.
team. I definitely said that for another game, so it might have been like DRX or something as well. They do it a lot, but it's been cool.
All the way up through middle.
Maybe Genji.
They've got
Can't
different
really remember.
info this time. They've got
But
earlier
this
info this
might be
time,
more
and
than
maybe
that
a different
game.
fight here. Maybe trying to deal with this pressure up through mid, but Durka still
Flash
trying to make that
into
impact
recon.
happen. He's
Durka's doing unreal
Does he
things,
isolate
man.
it in time?
Dude,
He
look at him.
does. This guy's sharp. Rien's though.
Oh man, 3 on his own, standing. Gets the trade, gets 2 more.
They've secured at least OT here. Rien's
Oh,
is
hey,
having
you gonna get him all?
Resurgence in the final moments, but Alpha
Yeah, I don't really have the chance to let him try for it.
in his
Wanted
hands.
to secure this round.
Can he clutch up though?
He didn't get the
Doesn't have
spike.
20 seconds. There's 3 players here,
A plant and a kill if he's able to isolate one.
but he won't have the time. They won't give him that time. Heretics closing in.
Recon
Step
just came
by
up.
step. It's Alpha. You respect it. He rewards this sort of behavior, but surely they've done enough. They've
Nice
secured
timing
at
on this
least
one.
OT now.
Damn Rien's, bro.
We're
That
going
was
the
sick.
distance here. And Alpha needs to sit the hell down.
Yeah, every time he stands
Setting
up,
when you
dude.
win around. Rien's locking it down with 3 after seemingly an accidental kill on Benji, just like a drive-by. Didn't look like Durka even tried to stop there in that moment, but Rien's locking it down and then following up with this.
I mean, he was so on point first half. Great to see him kind of kick back up there because he was kept quiet a little bit. They were finding it hard to find that value. Instantly, he's the one who does it. 24 kills in this game. Big moment for him. God, what a series this suddenly warmed up to be. A little one-sided, sure, to say the least, for both teams.
Boaster, you worry me in
for all the
overtime.
marbles,
You
right?
bang?
We know map 3.
Yeah, all these rounds are being picked up on the attack side right now.
Boaster?
Just absolutely
He's not moving.
crazy to see how strong this
That
is
close?
right now. Typically, you would look at Team Heretics to be a very defense-sided team. That's where they get most of their rounds.
We were talking for a long time
here.
here.
4 or 5-man hits. We get to see them.
Yeah, dude,
starting
he
out
was
here
he was
again.
talking about
Durka.
everything that is going on to this round.
Position.
I think he just micromanaged the whole of this round on the fly. Maybe, is what I'm guessing.
On the other side, Miniboo's been sharp as well. Big fight here, potentially, but no one crests the corner. Heretics showing a little bit of
He was
presence.
just talking non-stop there, I'm pretty sure.
Just a touch. How long does he stay here? Oh! Yeah, he's sharp
Bro,
today!
Dark has been
That's
insane.
the Durka you need on a stage like this. People have questioned his form, and at times rightly so, but when it matters most, he'll get you too. Rien's gone and Miniboo
Dude,
gone.
I think Chronicle
Big heavy hitters
got
from
like a
Heretics
jump scare
and
there from him shooting
He
it.
shot at the drone. It didn't scan him. It didn't spot him. But he gave up his
He
position.
jumped in his
right
seat
now,
slightly.
Fnatic realize they have this huge advantage. They have the numbers, 5 versus 3. They're getting completely off of that A site. They know that if they want to win this round, they don't even have to defend the site. They just need to make sure that they go in, get those even trades out. It doesn't matter who's alive at the end of the round. It goes into the flipping sides. The re-clear on middle. Once they realize that this is clear, they know Jig is up.
30 seconds left.
For Benji, we've said it, if he stands, there's a chance, but this is really, really tricky.
Plant position is everything. How are they going to play this? They don't have the
They're
numbers
going to
play
try
the
to get
post
some map control before they plant though, and Fnatic are going to be 2 on top of that.
Side of Boo here.
Oh, that's a pixel, and that's a body.
Hold up.
Beautiful from Boo.
3v5 at its peak.
Can these 3 hold it together, though?
Wait, get that smoke up before Benji gets shot in the back.
Help him out. Fortunately, no one's there just yet, and he's going to play forward. 4 players through from CT. Benji going to be found first, but it's Wu to save him. And maybe Heretics holding on here.
Gets official.
Online. Benji, he goes further forward. This guy playing just by the seams of his pants. But I told you, when Benji stands, there's always a chance. And now down to the 3v2. Chronicle and Hero trying to work it back in together. The crossfire, so strong. Wait.
That's number 3 this game.
Time. I don't know if Hero's got time for this one.
Yeah, he has to stick it. No time on this. Oh my god. Holy. Dude, this is... it's madness. 3v5 is a lovely afterplant, man. Alpha gave him a way in with that headshot angle, just not used to it.
These guys hated the map this much. Why do they keep jumping off it?
Yeah, there's so many.
Get away from it.
God, but what credit to those Heretics players down like that after having, you know, a big opening from Fnatic. Durka just kills 2 of you. Cool. Well, are we screwed? No, apparently not. The depth that they go to hold on to this, Josh, is so impressive. And a Heretics timeout now.
One thing I'm looking at right now in this map is that actually was well played by both teams.
Okay, both coaches can talk in the timeout.
Fnatic got those first 2 kills. Play the round properly. They know that they're going to win the round if they stick together and not try to spread apart and try to defend both the sites. But what ends up happening is, as they're trying to walk back and clear all the
this map, oh man, it's been one of my favorites. It really has been.
Head gives them a haircut. ADS, Vandal, 1 tap, boom. Okay.
It's one of my all-time favorite maps for sure.
The way that Team Heretics understood their situation was that they knew if they go back and play that spam battle, it's not going to really be favorable for them. So they get in the faces. Benji ahead of the smoke at spawn, and they have Rian's just around the corner, or Woot, Rian's one of them. They have that bait and switch setup. So as soon as the flash comes through, the anti-flash setup comes in, they get to peek from 2 different angles, save Benji.
Do I like Abyss as a map? I think I'm one of the only people that kind of likes it. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of like the heavy long rotates. But I think the map's pretty good. It does play a little bit like Icebox, but I think that I actually think that the middle is a bit more impactful now. I'm seeing teams like use it better. When I looked at the map, I thought it was all about middle, and then I kind of saw teams just site hitting. But now I think teams are getting a lot better. Like mid's pretty awesome to use. Fnatic have done a really great job of using middle, and that's probably what the timeout was about as well. By the way, they go middle all the time.
A little bit angry, missed opportunities here. They had a really strong attack side.
Look at Boo, man.
All the way through middle.
Boo's pushed all the way aggro over towards B.
Outside that A
that's their bit of getting early info. Holy hell, scared me. Everyone jumping over stuff scares me now. And normally they default over towards here to break the camera, but they don't break the camera. You see the Cypher over towards A for like the first time ever.
Dangerous duo, Rienz has been nasty. As is Benji, and now Chronicle and Alpha to face the music.
Oh man, they got a 2v5.
The gap closed, the comeback, the turnaround. This might be all she wrote.
Yeah, I think it is, man. How on earth do you do this?
These 2 clutch up, or is this just one step too far? Plant going to be in place. And the stranglehold gets even closer. Look at the flank too.
That's pressure. They have to turn around and fight Boo, but Boo is just going to stay alive here. Make them waste their time, split their attention.
Thorn in the side. Boo steps closer. Couldn't be dealt with.
Stay alive, Boo.
Chronicle now in danger. He's in an extended
alive the whole
fight.
time.
Not what they needed. Alpha has to deal with 4 on the site itself, but he's found Woot. Wait, hold on. Maybe not. But it's
1 HP. It would be the most mental thing ever. They got it half. They're just going to jiggle it. Done. Hey, what an absolute map this was. One of my all-time favorites ever in Valorant. I'm telling you, that was so fun. There was so much good stuff going down. There was so much bad stuff getting sprinkled in as well, with people falling off the map. It was funny, man. You had Alpha standing up the whole time. It was really fun.
So many of them, and despite Durka having like an incredible half